Hey there YouTube, I'm Bubbins, and in a lot of my previous videos I've gotten questions where folks are wondering exactly which tools I'm using to do this or that. Rather than answer all of them individually forever, I figured it'd be a good idea to put together a list of all of the various websites and tools I use on a weekly basis. If you're a veteran and have been around for a while, you probably know the most popular ones. But if you're new and haven't been particularly active in the online communities, I hope some of these are new and useful for you. Since there are 15 of these in total, I'm not going to spend too long on each of them, but if a deep dive into specifics is something you'd be interested in, do let me know. Universalis is a trader's best friend. It's incredibly useful when figuring out the true value of something. You can use it to see sales history on your own server, to see whether the price is trending up or down. You can look at the entire data center to check if there's anywhere you can buy it for cheaper, or what the actual average price is so you don't overpay. You can even expand it to all the servers in your region. If it's a really valuable item and you're willing to jump to another data center for it, you could potentially save thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions. Teamcraft is easily the most intricate tool on this list, though the web version doesn't always work 100%. It has a variety of features ranging from a crafting simulator to gathering node alarms, currency spending calculators, and perhaps most importantly, community lists. These are lists of items which members of the community have put together. Whether you want to see a list of every item you need to craft a specific submarine part and find out where to buy the supplies or even if it's worth it, or if you want a list of every item you need to complete the entire Armorer class quest line. It offers a whole bunch of stuff, everything you can think of, from how to craft it to how much it's worth, or maybe you just want to see which items to buy to get the most money for your white scripts. It's got all of that and more. Check it out. I talked about Wondrous Tales Solver in my weekly activities video, but if you don't really understand how Wondrous Tales works and when it's best to shuffle your stamps, head on over to the solver and let it do the math for you. There's a pretty detailed explanation below it, but my preferred strategy is potential lines. If you want to hear a little bit more about it, head on over to that weekly activities video. Garland Tools is great for a variety of reasons. You can use it for node timers, of course, but the way I mostly use it is for figuring out leveling gear and endgame gear. For the former, you can simply input your current class's level, and it will spit out the best gear for you to put on and let you know how to obtain it. For the endgame equipment, it shows the progression from low level endgame gear to the optimal endgame gear, giving you a nice path to work along. Super useful for people who are not familiar with endgame. FFFetch isn't 100% accurate, so make sure to use it next to a market board to manually check prices. But if you're ever unsure what to send your retainers out to gather and just want to narrow down the field of materials a little bit, this tool will return a list that provides the most skill per trip, which is super handy when you just want to earn some cash. One day I'll complete my sightseeing log, and when I do, I'll be using the log helper to do so. It tells you all of the locations you need to visit and when the window for them is open. Some locations require specific leather, which can mean waits of up to a full day. Thankfully, the time and weather requirements were exclusively a Realm Reborn thing, so after that they are significantly easier. The Final Fantasy XIV market board website isn't super popular, which is honestly its biggest downside. The thing it offers that other tools don't is the supply ratio. In short, the website tracks how many of each item are currently listed and how much usually sell within a week. And it spits out that number as a ratio, showing how over or undersaturated the market is, which is really handy when you're trying to figure out what to sell. If flipping items is your thing, try Saddlebag Exchange. It automates a lot of the processes of trying to find items selling for less than their actual value on servers other than your own. That way you can pop over, purchase it, and then come back and sell it at a higher price on your own. There are a million different items to flip, so whether you're just trying to earn a couple thousand or you're flipping for millions and risking a whole bunch of gil, it'll help you find whatever you need to look for. Want to collect some mounts, emotes, minions? Final Fantasy XIV Collect maintains a database of every collectible in the game, including how to get it, whether it can be sold on the market board and for how much, and shows how rare the item is. It's a collector's paradise. The Relic weapon grind sucks, we all know it, but if you want to track your progress and see all of the materials you'll need in advance so you can start purchasing them now using the various currencies, Relic Tracker will help with that. It's the only thing that makes the grind feel manageable for me, so I can actually see the progress that I'm making. If you're the type that wants to collect them all for a certain class or of a certain type, it also displays that progress on a handy spreadsheet. If you're uncreative like me and can't figure out how to put together a good glam, Eorzea Collection is a database of community-made glamours. You can browse the looks by class, race, or even by specific pieces of gear, find one you like, and make it for yourself. They also have a handy gear set section where you can see every set of gear in the game on an in-game character model. Tired of hunting for housing plots, visiting each one to see how many bids are on it? Check out PaisaDB, which helps speed up that process a ton. If you want to know more details, go to my dedicated video on Paisa. I've already done one. It explains everything and how it can save you hours of time when new houses release. Bored and need something to do? Check out Zib2Do's list of activities. You can track which dungeons, trials, raids, quest lines, and challenges you haven't completed. Like I said, handy when you just need to pick something to go do. If you're trying to complete your fishing log, don't struggle with, trying to figure out availability and locations. Just open this website and start checking things off. Some of these fish are so rare that they're only available like once a week. Honestly, it just wouldn't be possible without the help of websites like this, so make sure to use them if you're really into fishing. And finally, if you want to do S rank and A rank hunts, let a Discord do all the hard work for you. Sign up for Faloop, pick your server, pick what you're trying to do, and it will ping you whenever one of them is live. No more waiting on someone to hop into your zone and start yelling about an S rank being live. You can even set up alerts for valuable fates that reward currency to buy exclusive items. I will say some of the servers like Ultros and Primal have dedicated separate servers that may be more useful and more tailored to you. So make sure to check out those. Whew, and that's it. That's 15 tools that I use basically every week. I hope you found this video helpful. Please make sure to leave a like or subscribe. As a small channel, it really does make all the difference. And if you want to directly support the channel, there's a Patreon linked in the description below. Once again, if you want a deep dive into any of these tools, do let me know. I'll consider, making a follow-up video on it. But for now, I think that's it. I'll see you next time.